Hello, this is Tom Taylor with English Lessons. Today we are going to discuss definite articles. The definite article the is the most common word in the English language. It's used for both singular and plural nouns, and generally it's used to talk about something specifically. It can also be used as a general class of objects. For example, the car is a great invention. We mentioned before how the indefinite article a is used for first use. I see a car. The car is green. Once the car is identified, it becomes a specific car, and we use the definite article the. Also, the is used if there is only one example of something. For example, we can talk about the White House or the Holy Grail or the Heisman Trophy. Definite articles are also used to identify nouns for specific purposes, where we may not be talking about a specific item, but we're talking about the noun as part of a class of objects. For example, I play the guitar, or I play the piano. I'm not referring to a specific guitar or piano, but to the general class of pianos. Definite articles can also be used for a system or a service. For example, I saw something on the television. I went to the movies last night. I got information on the internet. Definite articles can be used for groups of people. For example, the workers are happy. The employees are on vacation. Definite articles can be also used for superlatives. For example, the Mercedes is the most expensive car in the parking lot. Jane or Susan is the smartest student in the class. Definite articles can also be used to refer to all of the items in a particular class of objects. For example, we can say the dog is the friendliest animal, or the car is a great invention. In addition, the definite articles can also be used to indicate items where people have a common experience. For example, I'm going to call the police, or tomorrow I'm going to the beach, where people have a common experience of the beach, so we don't have to talk about a specific beach. Or another good example is I'm going to the post office tomorrow. Articles can also be used for kingdoms, states, or republics. For example, the United States of America, the UK, the Republic of China. The definite articles can also be used for countries which are plural, and there's not that many. But the good example is the Netherlands, or the Bahamas, the Philippines. Definite articles can also be used for geographical features, such as mountain ranges, islands, rivers, seas, oceans, and canals. For example, I went skiing in the Rockies or in the Alps, or I went on vacation to the Bahamas or to the Caribbean or to the Mediterranean, the Mississippi River, the Atlantic Ocean, the North Pole, the Erie Canal. These are all examples of geographical features with the definite article. Also for newspapers, the New York Times, the Los Angeles Tribune, the Daily Mail. Also for well-known buildings or work of arts. For example, the Empire State Building or the Mona Lisa. Also for hotels, pubs, and restaurants. Good example here is I stayed at the Marriott, or I am going to stay at the Hilton. Definite articles can also be used for families. For example, the Kennedy family, or the Obamas, or the Joneses. We have an expression, keep up with the Joneses, which means to try to make a lot of money, which basically means to compete with your neighbors and try to have a nice house, a nice car, wonderful children, make a lot of money. These are all examples of using definite and indefinite articles. Thank you very much for watching this video, and stay tuned for our next video.